Word 4. So you know what the word is straight away. If a child didn't know what the word was, tell them what it is. Because if you tell them it's the word honey, they can think, okay, let me forget about the letters for a second. Let me just think about the sounds. Duck hands. Honey. Sorry. Honey. And we would usually actually do speech sound lines and numbers. So we'd go honey, 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 because we're getting the speech sound lines and numbers ready for those sounds. So if a child doesn't know how to read that word, you would say, well, do you know what the word is? Honey. Do you usually duck hands, lines and numbers? Honey. Now tell me the sounds you can hear, because I want to check, before we think about mapping to the graphemes, we need to just check, obviously, that they can hear the sounds. So these phonetic symbol alternatives, phonetic symbols, honey. So we're seeing, can the child hear honey? Can they hear honey? If they can't, if there's a problem with phonemic awareness, it's great that we're identifying it, isn't it? Because if there's a problem with hearing the sounds, then they're going to struggle to map those sounds to the letters because they can't hear those sounds. And there are 3 things we need to store words in orthographic lexicon. We need to know the sound value, think monsters and phonetic symbols. We need to know the spelling, think which letters map to those, and they need to know what it means. So there's just 3 things that we need to make sure children have. So if you know that's the word honey, you need to make sure you as a skilled reader aren't experiencing orthographic interference, in that you're not looking at this, and if I ask you for the sounds, you're not going to get confused by any of the letters. So just check that you're not. Check the phonetic symbols. So first of all, you would have checked, okay, so I think that's going to be, the graphemes are going to be like that, but then check that you are conscious of, honey, but that you are conscious of, honey, they're the phonetic symbols, E. It's the sound E, isn't it? Even that, not the letter E or whatever, the letter name. So we've got E, honey, and then we would think, what might have been something that stopped and made you think a little bit, because your orthographic lexicon is so full you don't normally have to think about it. And it might be that the O is new for you, as the look, there's monster with the phonetic symbol for so that one might have been new for you, whichever spelling clouds you're using. So that was day 4. Now tomorrow, the word we're going to choose is going to have a schwa in it, because I just want you to also start thinking about which words have the schwa and which words have the because they can be really similar. And it really matters that you are thinking about this all the time, because as soon as you start thinking really clearly in terms of speech sounds, the monsters, the spelling, the graphemes, and the meaning, you're going to be much better teachers of phonics for your children. See you tomorrow.